All right, go ahead.
I got a special driver's license while I was in the military to drive on my pain medications.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it was not just on post. They made sure that it was throughout the state. I could drive throughout the state on my pain medications.
Of course, and there's no problem doing it.
None problem. Yeah, I would have gotten no trouble.
Well, you'd have had an accident if you weren't on your pain medicine.
Probably. Yeah. I just thought it was weird that they did something.
Well,
like
that's
that.
the thing about pain. Pain puts you in a stupor.
Yeah.
Okay, pain medicine can put you in a stupor. Okay, and being angry about it can put you in a stupor.
Yeah.
And all those things you've got to do what you can to navigate that minefield of what's going to have you be present.
Yeah.
And you're busy trying to get your taken care of, and mostly it's working. Now,
Yeah.
unfortunately, your surgery didn't work, and we'll head forward. But it's kind of interesting to speculate where you would be if I wasn't writing your pain medicine. Just wouldn't carry you because he's afraid.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I'd be sitting nowhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely no.
So the urine drug testing that's done because you're on an opiate medication, because you're on the Adderall, is done in order to keep everybody safe, and your insurance company doesn't pay for that. What's your insurance company? Well, then you should fight that because that's just bull.
Okay.
So you got to go to them and complain.
Because the last time I had one, it wasn't.
So we're doing these, and we're here delayed because the Prescription Drug Registry does not show what happened on February 2nd. This is not okay, gang.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
And then we came over here,
Today's.
And then I come over and seen,
your
what's her name?
PA.
Girl.
Mm-hmm. So you saw two people on the same day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, because
Somebody's not getting paid.
He could not stand it, and I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get the injections.
Nobody will
I'll
give us
figure
a
it out,
price.
but they won't give us a price.
For what
I've called
copay.
St. Pete's and his office. I've got the number, the
Code.
billing code,
Yeah.
and no one will give me a price.
So I don't
I
know
have to
whether
call
they're gonna-
Medicaid with the price to find out what they're gonna pay.
Yeah, we don't know whether they're gonna jack it up because it's Medicaid. Well, then that jacks up my 20% copay too. Why don't they just get honest with us?
And
tell us?
sometimes they don't even pay it.
So okay, so he had a seizure, then he had another seizure, and he dislocated his shoulder at the first seizure. They gave you some pain medication.
Yeah,
But they-
Norco 5, 325 every 4 hours.
It says every 4 hours, which would be 6 a day, and they gave you 20, which would last 3 days, which would last through today.
Well,
So
they,
he will be out today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of tomorrow,
And he's got
I
an
mean,
appointment.
He's got an
tomorrow.
appointment. He was supposed to have an appointment tomorrow,
And they moved it up to today.
and then they moved it up to today because they looked where they had seen.
Because the ER doctor can't add.
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks. So he dislocated his shoulder. He had a second seizure. Finally, they believed about the seizure. Then finally, they believed about the dislocation. And then they gave morphine and Demerol, and then they put him to sleep.
Then they put him to sleep.
And then they're giving him discharge instructions when he's not fully recovered,
Right.
and you're not in the room.
Right. I don't know. I don't know.
And meanwhile, he dislocates his shoulder while he's...
Because he took his sling off because they did not tell him. He wasn't fully
Right.
capable
Well, he
of
wasn't
understanding.
thinking. So how'd they get his shoulder back in?
They ended up putting him back to sleep and
Jesus.
putting it back in. And they said the third time he done it, they were going to restrain him and keep him in the hospital.
How nice. It's all his fault.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
all his fault. And the
Yeah.
nurse yelled at him.
Yeah.